Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Now, I do want to talk about the Commonwealth Games very quickly, but before I do so, I've got a very, very important announcement and a request, a cry for help. Not for me, although I'd be very appreciative if you would do this for me, but it's for that Preston journalist. His channel, as many of you will know, his channel was hacked. Some rogue cowboy finance outfit took it over, tried to snaffle all his subs and that. He's been on with Yahoo, with YouTube and Google, but they're about as much use as a chocolate teapot. They've taken down the old channel, but unfortunately he's starting from scratch. And as I'm reading this to you, I think he's got 17 subscribers, of which I'm one. So we need to get those subscribers back in there, get back watching, rebuild his channel, help him out massively. Now, his new YouTube channel is called Preston Journalist, or at Preston Journalist, if you want to do the search, rather than that Preston Journalist. We'll say at, that's the at symbol, Preston Journalist. I'm going to put a link down below, so it's, there'll be a link under the video here. I'll pin the link. If you just click on the link, that takes you to the channel, and subscribe the hell out of it. And let's get this guy back. Let's get him back up to. He was on about, I can't remember the exact number, something like 43,000 subs. Let's see how close we can get back up to that with your good help. And do please, if you do hit it off here, I know Craig Houston is going to do this as well. But if everyone who watches either myself or Craig can re-hit those subscribe buttons to see how quickly we can get him back up to anything approaching where he was. He didn't deserve this. He works hard, and it's just these absolute bastards that have destroyed his channel. He doesn't need it. So I'm calling on all you good people to do me a favour, but really do that Preston journalist a favour, and bang, let's get him back, and let's show these arseholes what community is. Thanks very much. Now, don't forget the link below, by the way. Now, Commonwealth Games. It's been confirmed that Glasgow will host the Commonwealth Games. Now, that's excellent news. And I'm sure the 450 teachers that are going to be fired because Glasgow hasn't got enough money to pay them will be at least interested in watching these games, no matter how bitter the taste in their mouths. There's just going to be 10 sports. I mean, if you're just doing a games and there's only 10 sports, can I just ask the important question here? What's the point? I mean, it's the Commonwealth Games. It's not a world championship. It's not the Olympics. It's not the very best athletes in the world. It's sad. When Britain had the Empire and you had the Empire Games, yes, I could see the point of it. Let's face it, rule Britannia. Britannia rules the waves. We owned 3/4 of the world, and the only bits of the world that weren't pink either weren't important or were the USSR and the Americans. That's it, really. Nobody cared about China back then. But now, it's not really a good time to be celebrating the Commonwealth when you have the Commonwealth wanting trillions of pounds off us for slavery, and we've got a Prime Minister giving away the last remnants of empire. It's just pathetic. And with only still 10. But ultimately, who's going to pay for it? Where's the money coming from? This old Two Seats done a deal with Greggs to sponsor it. Who knows? It's not as though anyone cares about it. A lot of athletes won't even participate in it because they're now concentrating on the World Championships that are coming up. They don't want to risk. They don't want to risk injuries and things. And when you look at some of the events that are taking place, it's just. I can't think of adjectives worse. Okay, you're going to have athletics and you're going to have swimming. I've got a story about swimming, and I'll tell you about the swimming in a minute. But you're otherwise athletics and swimming, and then track cycling, gymnastics, netball, weightlifting, boxing, judo, bowls, and 3-on-3 basketball. 3-on-3 basketball is hardly, oh, who knows? It's like basketball for beginners, isn't it? They're doing some Paralympics. They're doing some Commonwealth games as well. But, I mean, ultimately, who cares? If it's so important to the athletes, why aren't they paying for it? Why isn't their bodies organising this? Why should it be down to the Scottish taxpayer at a time when only yesterday Shona Robinson was saying, oh, we don't have any money left. We can't afford public sector pay rises. And the police are about to go on strike, or at least the police staff are about to go on strike. You don't know how long that's going to last, so who's going to be policing these events? You know, and then I'm sure you're going to get all these faceless wonders come on and go, well, it's very important for national pride. If you had a concern about national pride, you wouldn't have roads falling apart. You wouldn't have an infrastructure falling apart. You wouldn't have an economy in the toilet. And you wouldn't be having Scotland's ruling party being led by a woman who's calling for the murder of fellow human beings. But hey, that's just me. So as for national pride, that's a pile of old crap, isn't it? And where are they going to host it? And who's going to pay for the hosting of the event? And how many roads are going to be closed for these events? How many people are going to have their journey to work disrupted because of these things? I mean, it is just an absolute joke. But what it is, it's virtue signaling. Look at me, we're great. Look at what we've brought to Scotland. We can feel important for about 7 minutes. And old Swinny's sitting there going, yeah, well, we'll put on games and give them bread because, you know, it'll distract them from Rome burning. And that's all this is, isn't it? Circuses and bread. It worked in Rome, but it won't work in Scotland because the people of Scotland have had enough of this shit, especially Glaswegians who are absolutely distraught at what's happening to their city. When you've got rats the size of cats, that's what you need to do. Bring back archery. Bring back target shooting. Make the rats the targets. That would help. That's your thing. Yeah, make it a national ratting championship and everyone turns up with their Jack Russells and, you know, the little terriers and see how many rats they can catch. And the winner's the first to get to 10,000. Take them a week, but they'll be there. It'll be fantastic. But they're going on about, oh, it'll be the legacy for the city. Yeah, the debt. The debt will be the legacy. 2014 was the last time, wasn't it? And Glasgow left a pile of debt on that one as well. These people think we're a head zip up the back. Anyway, enough of that moaning. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the games. Let me know what you think about Preston. And remember, hit the link below and go subscribe and get him back. Thanks a lot. Bye.